God turns the small into the great. Sometimes in life, we feel small. We feel unnoticed, ordinary, and maybe even unimportant. But when we place what little we have into God's hands, something incredible happens. The small becomes great, the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and what seems impossible suddenly becomes possible. Think about a tiny seed. On its own, it seems insignificant. You could hold hundreds of them in your hand. Yet when planted in the right soil, watered and cared for, that little seed grows into a tree that gives fruit, shade, and life to many. In the same way, your faith, no matter how small it feels, has the power to move mountains when placed in God's care. The Bible reminds us that even faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. God doesn't ask us to be perfect or powerful or wealthy or wise. He simply asks us to trust Him with the little we have. And when we do, He multiplies it beyond anything we could imagine. Think of the boy in the gospel story who had only 5 loaves of bread and 2 small fish. To the crowd of thousands, it was almost nothing. But when Jesus took that little offering, blessed it, and broke it, it became more than enough to feed everyone present, with baskets left over. That miracle was not about the size of the gift, but about the greatness of God. Maybe you look at your life and think, I don't have much to offer. I don't have great talents or money or influence. But remember this, God is not looking for what you don't have. He is looking for your willingness to give Him what you do have. Your heart, your time, your kindness, your small acts of love. A simple prayer whispered in faith can change the direction of your life. A gentle word spoken in love can lift someone out of despair. A small act of generosity can open the door for someone to experience God's grace. History is filled with people who started small but became instruments of greatness because they trusted God. David was just a shepherd boy with a sling and a stone, but with God's strength, he brought down a giant. Mary was a humble young woman, yet through her obedience, the Savior of the world was born. The disciples were ordinary fishermen, but God used them to spread the gospel across the nations. The pattern is clear. God delights in using the small, the weak, the overlooked to reveal His glory. Why? Because then it is clear that the greatness does not come from us, but from Him. Maybe right now you are facing challenges that make you feel too small. Maybe you're looking at your life and wondering if you even matter. I want to remind you today, in God's eyes, you are precious. What you bring, no matter how little it seems, is enough for Him to work with. Offer your small beginnings to Him. Offer your talents, no matter how modest. Offer your dreams, even if they feel impossible. And watch how He multiplies them. Remember, the greatest oak was once just a tiny acorn. The brightest fire begins with a single spark. The largest river starts with a drop of water. Never underestimate what God can do with the little you surrender to Him. So the next time you feel small, remember this truth. God turns the small into the great. Your simple faith, your quiet prayers, your small acts of kindness, they matter more than you know. In God's hands, nothing is wasted. Every seed you plant, every step you take, every offering you give, He sees it, He blesses it, and He uses it for a purpose far greater than you can imagine. Trust Him with your little, and watch Him turn it into something great.